Unit 6, Chapter 11 Soil, Soil Erosion and Conservation. Soil is a mixture of organic and inorganic matter. The organic matter consists of the remains of plants and animals. The inorganic matter consists of the particles of rocks and mineral salts. Soil is considered as our natural resource. It is important for our survival. Soil is as important as air and water for life. We need soil for growing crops. We need it for building houses, making pots and toys. Plants get water and nutrients from the soil. Animals and human beings depend on plants either directly or indirectly for their food. So, without soil, life does not exist on the earth. How is soil formed? Soil is formed from rocks that are broken into little pieces. Rocks get heated by the sun. They cool at night. Repeated heating and cooling break them into smaller pieces. Water pushes these against one another. This further breaks the rocks into tiny pieces. These tiny pieces of rock are transported to far-off places by water and wind. Slowly, they become powder and make the soil. These, together with the remains of dead animals and plants, make up the soil that we have today. Layers in the soil. There are different layers in the soil. They are 1. Topsoil, 2. Subsoil, and 3. Bedrock. Topsoil is the dark-colored layer which is at the top of the soil. It is fertile and suitable for the plants to grow. It mainly contains humus and fine soil particles. Just below the topsoil, there is a layer of light-colored soil called subsoil. It is not suitable for the plants to grow. Only a few trees have their roots deep into the subsoil. At the bottom, solid rock called bedrock is present. Life in the soil. Many animals like rats, earthworms, etc. make burrows in the soil. While making burrows in the soil, they break up the hard parts of the soil. It helps to keep the soil soft. Plants grow well in soft soils because the burrows help the water and air to enter the soil. The excretory materials released by animals make the soil fertile. Microorganisms like bacteria present in the soil fix the atmospheric nitrogen in the soil. Kinds of soil. There are 4 main kinds of soils. 1. Gravel. Gravel is made up of pieces of rock. Gravel does not hold water. It is highly useful for laying roads. 2. Sandy soil. Sandy soil is light and contains small quantity of organic matter. Sandy soil can hold very little water. Sand is easily carried away by the wind. 3. Clayey soil. Clay is a heavy soil. Clayey soil is made up of small particles. It is soft and smooth to touch. 4. Loamy soil. Loam is a mixture of clay, sand and humus. Humus in loam makes it the best soil for plant growth. Most plants grow well in loam. Moreover, plants grow only in topsoil. Soil erosion. Topsoil consists of fine particles. Strong winds blow away the topsoil. The topsoil also gets washed away by rain and floods. The carrying away of the topsoil by wind and water is called soil erosion. Deforestation that is, large-scale cutting of trees, results in soil erosion. Soil conservation. We know that topsoil contains most minerals and is therefore most suitable for the growth of plants. If the topsoil, which is fertile, is removed, the growth of plants is affected. The protection of the topsoil from being blown or washed away is called soil conservation. Soil conservation is very important because it takes hundreds of years for the formation of topsoil. We cannot completely control erosion of the soil. However, we can adopt certain measures to prevent erosion of the soil. 1. By growing grass and trees. Grass is a plant with spreading roots. Grass covers the topsoil and holds it in such a way that even the strong winds cannot blow it away. Rows of trees having long roots hold the soil together. 2. By terrace farming. The flow of rainwater is very rapid on hill slopes. Such water washes away a lot of topsoil. To prevent such a loss, farmers built wide, flat rows called terraces on the hillsides. Farming on such slopes is called terrace farming. 3. By constructing embankments and bunds. Rivers wash away a great deal of topsoil during floods. To prevent this kind of damage to the soil, strong bunds and embankments are built at places where the water strikes against the bank. Embankments are walls of rock and stone on the banks of rivers. Dams are built across the rivers to control the force of flood water. When the water runs slowly, it cannot cause much damage to the soil. What have we learned? Soil is considered as our natural resource. There are different layers in the soil. They are 1. Topsoil, 2. Subsoil, and 3. Bedrock. A mixture of clay, sand, and humus is called loamy soil. It is good for growing plants and crops. The dead plants and animals decay to form humus. Sandy soil does not retain water. Clayey soil retains more water. Loamy soil retains required amount of water. The carrying away of the topsoil to different places by natural forces like wind, water, etc. is called soil erosion. The protection of the topsoil from being blown or washed away is called soil conservation. New words learned. Topsoil, the surface layer of the soil. Subsoil, the layer below the topsoil. Erosion of soil, blowing and washing away of topsoil. Terracing, a method of preventing soil erosion on hillsides. Embankment, wall to hold back